All right, welcome to another installment of the Fragments of Silicon reviews. 4 reviews up this week. The first of which is a pre-release review of Plantera 2: Golden Acorn. Now, long time watchers of the program will know or remember that we reviewed the original Plantera quite a while ago. Like
It was a clicker game, but a relatively fun and colorful and inoffensive one.
Right. And they decided to make a sequel to that game. I'm like, the round blue mellows return to tend to the garden once more and grow the big magical oak tree that has been rumored to have been placed its seed there. Tend to the oak tree and grow it to the sky to harvest the golden acorns. Now, this is a pre-release review. The game comes out in April of 2023, but it's very clearly done. And I got the code.
Maybe they need to rebalance the thing or something.
I couldn't. It's a clicker game. What do you rebalance here?
The rate at which you unlock things? I don't know.
Like, so the point is, it comes out in a few months, but this has no embargo attached to it, so it's getting reviewed now. And the Galax has been asking me a central question to this, and what is this game doing that's new? And it's right in the title, Golden Acorn, the oak tree. That's the big new thing. In this case, I suppose a bit literally, but
So instead of just growing regular trees, you also have a ginormous magicaler tree that you have to grow.
Yes. That's kind of it's the central figure in that it's at the center of your field, and not everything, but that's where the lion's share of the new stuff is, in the sense of what it is new. Because, yeah, not going to lie, if you played the first Plantera, you've played this pretty much. It's the same basic setup. A lot of this, a lot of the same kind of items. Maybe not exactly 1-to-1 in terms of the specifics, but if you have experience with the first one, you'll definitely be able to pick up the second one pretty quickly. Though you should be able to pick up the second one pretty quickly as well, since it's a clicker game. And the same critique that I had for the first Plantera still applies to this one. And that is, as a clicker game, this is pretty limited. Because granted, like, I think when we reviewed the first Plantera game, that was the first clicker title we covered on the program. We've played other clicker titles since then. And the great limiting factor here is it discourages you from resetting the playing field. Like, there's no grander meta sort of currency or build-up that you're aiming towards. You might think that the oak tree would serve this function, but no. You do need to get enough acorns in order to grow the tree and unlock various tree-related items like the bird's nests and so on and so forth. But those come from converting coins, which is just the regular-ass currency.
Yep.
And like I said, no resetting required. Which, like I said, having played a few different clicker titles, makes this one it's all right, but it's limited, and this is one that you're going to have to pay money for. How much money, I couldn't tell you. That's one of the big potential issues with doing a pre-release review. And once again, I looked at the PR materials, and there's been no price listed. Maybe that's what they're still figuring out. I guess if I had to recommend a price, no more than $5. And even then, that's stretching the viability. I suppose it is nice that you don't have to deal with the microtransactions, but I don't know. I just it just comes down to it's an enjoyable enough clicker title for a few hours. Though it will get pretty automated pretty quickly, even for a clicker title. The first one did that too. But I suppose it's just as well, since when they say clicker, they definitely mean it. Like, if you remember, you do click like all the individual fruits.
Yeah. Until you gain things to do that automatically, and even then you can still do it manually to make it faster.
Right. And there are various beasts that show up that you can drive off, and there's the loot hero, who...
And perhaps most importantly, the Mellows can now have hats that probably don't do anything.
They don't, but, you know, it's a cosmetic accoutrement. You know, like I said, this is fine. It's fine. It's just...
Yeah, this still seems unnecessary.
I'm like, I will say that if you do have to pick up a Plantera title, this is probably the one to pick up, just because there is more here, and it is building up towards something, which is something the first one just lacked completely.
That's
it was just,
true.
Built. You built your field, but there's no central thing, to pour your resources towards, which a fair amount of clickers do have.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think the first one is to pretty much just make your stuff better and get more space.
Yeah, and that stuff is here, but like I said, this game does expand upon it. But it does seem fairly unnecessary. And yeah, that's about all I got. Like I said, the Plantera games are fairly limited as clickers go, which can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how addicted you get to clickers. But I ultimately recommend this over the first game, price pending. That is unfortunately the one thing I can't calculate into the evaluation here. We might when I send this review off, we might get a update on that. But even then, we're not going to re-record this review just to include that. But we'll probably have it in a future update of some sort. And are there any other questions over Plantera 2 here?
No, I think mine were pretty simple.
I think I'm good.
Okay. All right, then. So that'll about do it for this game. Be sure to tune in after the break as Petty Fan will be covering the Forest Quartet.